So that ended up being Brian Daboll's last game with the New York Giants. They're now looking for a coach, and there's already the next Giants head coach odds with Mike McCarthy, the favorite at 7-1, Clint Kubiak. That's the guy that is going to be the hot candidate because of what the Seahawks offense is doing. He's working with the defensive head coach. Steve Spagnuolo is in the mix. He's a former Super Bowl winning defensive coordinator with the New York Giants. Lou Anarumo, what he's doing with the Colts defense. I think above all else, though, they need a Ben Johnson. There just isn't a Ben Johnson.
No.
You need somebody that you are going to attach to Jackson Dart, who's going to be there for the next 10 or 15 years. If you hire a defensive coach, what happens is the moment Jackson Dart takes off, your offensive coordinator is gone. Just like Brian Daboll was gone from the Bills to the Giants because of the work he did with Josh Allen early in his career. You're going to have whoever that OC is going to be a head coach somewhere else. So hire a guy who's going to be the mentor and develop Jackson Dart, and then when things go well, stay with Jackson Dart.
No, I hear you. And you're right. Clint Kubiak's the closest thing to that guy as far as being a Ben Johnson or a Liam Cohn, but yet he doesn't have the track record that they had. They had years before that of us going, ooh, wow, that's pretty special right there, especially Ben Johnson. The guys that are, I think, like that in this coaching cycle are here a little bit are the defensive guys, right? And then that's, do you want to go that way? I don't know. But like the Jeff Hafley from the Green Bay Packers, the defensive coordinator, hey, he's a young and up-and-coming, awesome defensive mind. He's from New Jersey. So I could see that, like, if they wanted to go that side of the ball, right? Also, Jesse Minter, he's also that version of the guy. But, yeah, it's defensive side, defensive coordinator for the Chargers. I mean, you saw what they did to the Steelers last night. You heard me at the end of the pregame show. Like, if Aaron Rodgers and company think they're going to throw the ball on the Chargers, they're crazy. Yeah, he's one of the best there is in that department without big-time blue chippers on the front seven. But, yeah, they're not offensive guys. And I think the other thing with the Giants, too, is just like, do we want to go, like, first-time offensive guy again? I mean, how many times are we going to get burned by that? I speak as a Giants fan,
exactly.
Right? So that's where you go to.
Exactly.
Do we need a guy that's been there to done that a little bit to maybe get the organization to settle in and get us on the right track once again? And that's the thing they're going to have to figure out as they go forward here.
I've got two names for you as it relates to proven commodities.
Cool.
Okay? The first one,
I know
I've
what
seen
you're
it
going to
bubbling
say.
around as a possibility.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea who it's going to be. Okay, who do you think the first one is, I'm going to say?
Mike Tomlin.
Yes, that's already out there. A trade, and these are two organizations that are closely connected through family ties. They're old school.
Right.
It's Rooney. It's Rooney Mara.
Yeah.
Old school. There's a member of the Mara family that has 10 rings through marriage. Or I don't know if she was a Rooney or a Mara, but now she's both, and she's got 10 rings.
Yeah.
10 Super Bowl rings. So take that, Bill Belichick. We'll talk about him in a second.
She's a Rooney that
But
married a Mara, so I believe that's what she is. Right.
There we go.
Yeah.
So Tomlin's name is kind of out there, and you just wonder, at what point has he had enough in Pittsburgh? At what point does Pittsburgh want to move on? I feel like the possibility that the Giants would be interested would be enough to get the Steelers to say, "No, we're not quite ready to make a change." Remember, it's our thing that we've only had 3 coaches since 1969. Here's the other one. And
is he a coach right now?
I was reminded of this yesterday.
Right.
Yes, coach right now. Who do you think it is?
Head
coach right
John
now.
Harbaugh.
Who do you think it is?
John Harbaugh.
No.
Okay.
No. No. Think you want another guess?
No, go ahead.
You want one more?
No, it's all right.
Okay. The question came up Monday night after his offense scored 7 points against the Philadelphia Eagles. Are you coaching for your job the rest of the season? Because when Ed Policy took over as the president of the Packers, he said no extension for Matt LaFleur or Brian Gutekunst before the season. And he also made it clear he's not thrilled about lame duck 2026 when they're in the last year of their contracts. So this is kind of up or out for both guys this year. And if this thing crashes and burns, if they go from 2-0 when, remember the offensive lineman said we'd go undefeated.
Right.
LaFleur wasn't happy about that. But they're now 5-3-1. If they should miss the playoffs, then LaFleur could be available. And again, I'm always I'm always reluctant to have these conversations. We're not trying to get guys fired, but we recognize that there's turnover. 25% of the league turns over every year.
Right.
If LaFleur was available, Chris,
Yeah.
what would you think? As a Giants fan, what would you think about LaFleur?
I would be down. I'd be ready to go. I'd take that right away. That would be, to the thing you talked about, quarterback, bringing him along, making him a star, offensive coach. Yes, I would take Matt LaFleur. I think he's one of the more underrated coaches in all of football. You've heard me say that before. He doesn't get the credit that he deserves. He doesn't. It's a tough year. They're not playing great on the offensive side of the ball. They've had some injuries, right? I think there's that aspect too. And I don't think their quarterbacks played their best. And certainly you can blame him a little there altogether, but his track record so far as the Packers coach, definitely, right? I'm with you there. And the Mike Tomlin thing, I'm with you too. Maybe that just comes to an end this year, right? And I said John Harbaugh because I just feel like that's a possibility too. Like to your same point of just like, okay, we were one and done in the playoffs as the Baltimore Ravens. Okay, I think it's time we just go our different ways. Like that would be one if I was a Giant fan. I go, yeah, I'd take that too. I would. So that's where you go. And then there's the other names that of course are out there, that a Steve Spagnuolo, right? Is he a guy that maybe the second time around, maybe he'll be a better head coach this time around? I wouldn't be shocked if he gets a little more play, but yeah, I'll be interested to see what the approach is here by the New York Giants.
Spagnuolo is an example of the coach who, when the window was open, he was going to jump through it no matter what, because I'll change things. I'll make a dysfunctional team better. The Rams, when Spagnuolo was the coach, were a complete and total dysfunctional mess. And he had no fair shot there.
Right.
And their record showed it. It was abysmal during his 2 seasons on the job. So it'll be interesting to see.
DraftKings Sportsbook is an official sports betting partner of the NFL, and new customers can bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Download the app and use promo code PUNTER when you sign up. DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.